What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the new video. I know you clicked on this because you want to know the answer on how to win the game that women play. Women are always playing games, especially, the girls that we really want seem like they play more games than anybody else, and it seems really unfair. It seems confusing. It's frustrating. I've been through all of it. Trust me on that. So with my experience and the experience I've had with my clients and what I've seen with my friends and family, I'm gonna break down exactly how you right now can win the game, and the only way there is to win that game that women play. So before we get in this video, I wanna extend an invitation to you to subscribe to my channel. I am always talking about factors and things that are gonna help you level up as a man in your life and become the best version of yourself. So if that sounds like something you want, make sure you click subscribe and turn those notifications on, because I'm pumping out videos constantly to help you with just that. So how is it that we as men can win the game that women play with us? Well, actually, it's a little bit complex, but I'm gonna sit here and try to break it down for you. So the way that you really have to win this game, and the only way you can really win this game, is actually to not even play the game, okay? Now, I know that sounds like a bunch of hogwash or like some BS phrase or something like that, but listen to me and hear me out and stay to the end of this video, because like I said, I think it's gonna make a lot of sense by the time I get to the end here. So if you think about it, and this is something that I used to deal with all the time, the girls that you really want, or the girl that you really want, you're probably allocating a lot of attention and investment and effort into trying to get her. I can guarantee you that you're probably trying to text her, Snapchat her, you message her on Instagram, talk to her in person, whatever it is, you are probably allocating so much effort into that. What I can almost guarantee you is that despite the effort you're putting in, you're probably not getting the result you're wanting, which is why you're watching this video. Am I right? I'll wait. I probably am. So the reason that she's playing a game with you, or playing games with you, the reason that women play games with you, and I've talked about this in other videos, is because they can. Because you are so invested and you are having so much, interest in this woman or in this girl, and she now knows that. She's not dumb. Do you know how many other guys she probably has hitting her up? Let's say she's a younger 23, 24-year-old girl, great shape, beautiful girl, has the whole world in front of her. Do you think you're the only man that's trying to pursue her? I can literally guarantee you that you're not. She probably has anywhere from 5 to 15, 20 guys that are constantly trying to hit her up. And beyond that, when she goes out in public, she's getting attention constantly. I've seen this. I've literally seen this because I'm friends with girls like this. I've talked to girls like this. When you go in public with them, everybody looks at them. Like literally everybody looks at them, especially if they're attractive. What you need to think about in this case, if you want this really attractive girl and you want to win the game with her, is you need to be the guy that doesn't play the game. Think about it. All these other guys are hitting her up. They're trying to, get her interest and get her on dates and stuff and this and that. And I bet you she's just going through that phone and she's just looking at her texts and her Snapchats and smiling to herself because she's so validated by all those men hitting her up. More than anything, guys, you have to understand female psychology. What women love more than anything is validation. It's you letting them know that you're interested and that you want to be with them makes them feel good about themselves. They want the attention. The same way that we as men want to end up sleeping with them, they're looking to optimize for your attention and your validation. So when you are giving way too much interest and doing way too much pursuing, what you're really doing is giving her everything she wants, right? So think about it. If you have a girl give you everything you want, the moment you meet her, she sleeps with you instantly, you lose interest very quickly. Okay, even if it's some really attractive girl, I literally could guarantee you lose interest very quickly. This is why women that know what they're doing will make you wait, okay? So when you have this ability to not be overly needy, not be overly investing into it, you separate yourself from the pack. You're no longer playing the game. What you're doing is you're actually out in the world, and this is the most important part, guys. You're out in the world and you're making stuff happen. You're building your physique, you're building your career, you're building your finances, you're building yourself mentally, you're building yourself emotionally, and you're working hard on that stuff. You're building yourself intellectually. You're out there watching videos like this to improve yourself. You're building yourself as a man. When you do this, and you do this over a long period of time, I'm talking years and years, you know what ends up happening? You end up becoming the catch. Right now, the girl that's playing the game with you, she's the catch because she has the leverage in the situation. In fact, we as men, we're always giving that leverage away to women because of the fact that we pedestalize them. This girl is just, oh, she's so attractive. She's the best thing that's ever happened. I just want to be with her so badly. So, and I want her so bad. When you think like that and you're operating like that, you are giving off the most needy energy possible. And there's nothing more repulsive to women than that. I can literally tell you with complete certainty, the girls that I've had best success with were the ones I was least interested in. It didn't mean I wasn't completely, uninterested in them. But when my interest was like a 9 or a 10, I almost always shot that thing down so fast because it just occupies so much of your brain. That brain that's being occupied by this girl or these girls that you want needs to be being spent, that brain power, that area in your brain needs to be allocated towards the goals you have for yourself, your vision, your purpose. And when you do that, what ends up happening is that girls see that. They see you grinding. They see how you're hustling and you're building yourself. You're improving yourself. They start to see your physique change. They see your confidence change. And guess what? Like I said, you become the prize. You become the catch. And so then girls are like swarming you. They're very, very infrequently you're going to ever have a girl that is just going to straight up pursue you. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you're going to start to notice, if you know what to look for, and this is a whole different video I could talk about, is you got to know the signs of girls that are interested in you. If you're in the gym or something and you notice this girl's just following you around the gym and she's looking at you and she kind of smiles, whatever, she's interested in you, okay? But that girl's never going to walk up and approach you and talk to you. You might find a girl here or there that does that, but it's like 1 in like 100 that's going to do that, guys. So, but you'll notice that when you are doing this for yourself, you build a great physique, you have a lot of confidence, you keep your, yourself in check, like with your hair and your facial hair, and you style yourself well, you become an orbit and a magnet that people, especially women, want to be around, and they can sense that in your aura that you're giving off, okay? So really what you have to do is you have to reverse this whole process. Now, it's going to take you time. You're not going to just flip a switch and all of a sudden you went from, playing this game with this girl and now she's coming back to you. Like, it takes time, guys. And this can't be a fabricated thing. You actually have to stop playing the game with her and you actually have to go and build yourself, okay? And the thing is, you're going to be frustrated because this is not going to happen overnight. If you want to win the game, like I said, you don't play the game. And then once you become a guy that is highly desirable, a high value man, let's just use that term, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have tons of different options. So that girl that you might have wanted really badly before, now she's just part of the pool of different options you have. That's the thing you have to understand. When girls, the reason they're able to play games with you, especially when they're young, on the younger side, like under 25, like that 18, 19 to 25 range, those girls have so many different options. So why are they going to get caught up on any one single option? Okay. The only way that happens is when they become, obsessing over thinking about you. And the only way to make them think about you like that is to separate yourself from the pack. When you're a man that has tons of different options, you don't care about one single option either, because there might be one that you want above the rest, of course, but at the end of the day, you still have a pool of options at your disposal. So if one flakes or one kind of like ghosts you, whatever, you don't even notice it. But when you're only talking to one girl and you have one option, that girl flakes or that girl ghosts you, it's gonna hurt real bad. Trust me on that. I've lived that many times. It wasn't until the last few years I really understood this, and that's where my dating life completely changed. And for me, I was able to land an amazing girlfriend, high value girl, because she made herself, she made her way into my life. And quite honestly, guys, there was no games with her. There was none. This girl is mature, she's in her mid-20s, but she has a lot of her life figured out. There was no games. And guess what? Even though I was the one that initially pursued her, once we started talking, hanging out, being with each other, She was the one that pursued me for the relationship. And that's the dynamic you want, because the girl needs to be more into you up front than you are into her. Trust me on that. I know it's hard to understand, but even she, my girlfriend, would admit, if she was sitting here talking right now, she would admit that she was more invested and more interested in me before we started the relationship. Okay, that's the dynamic that you want. It doesn't mean that you don't want to be with the girl or whatever. It's just that you want her to be more fixated on you, because of the fact that when they are like that, they're going to go above and beyond to be an amazing girl for you. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you understand how to win the game that girls play, because like I said, there's only one way to do it. It's to stop playing, and it's to make yourself a full stack man that's building himself and attracting in new options. So without further delay, guys, let's end this video on a high note of, building ourselves and going forward in life and being the man that you know in your heart that you can be with your potential. I will see you guys in that next video. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure to like the video, and have a great day or night depending on whenever you're watching this.